Happy Sunday to you all. I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. Here's our weekly Watchlist video. So first things first is on /NQ. You guys can see up here in this corner, this is going to be the NASDAQ futures. And what's going on here, basically since we got, what is this, 8.5, essentially for an entire month, this has gone completely nowhere. So it's been really choppy. Intraday moves have not been following through as much as when you got a nice trend here. And now we're sort of pittering out and consolidating here without really any direction. We poked our head above here. This resistance failed here on Friday. And then we also on /ES, we made a new high here. We gapped up, we got these new highs here, and then also failed lower as well. So for me, the important piece here from this weekly chart is this, the higher lower, this washout that gets us to trend and continue higher. And with that being said, this is going to be the key level to look long here this week, which is going to be this 23,976.25 level. Above that, then I think we get working here into the upside here this week. But the second scenario is this, the lower high. And what this then would do is trigger us into something that looks just like this after failing to push higher here above this prior high. So regardless, the long move, 23,976.25. The short move, any weakness below 23,348.50. That is going to be the watch. Essentially, this would be that failed follow-through, and then we could start working our way lower into this weekly low around 23,000, and then work our way lower below this region right here. So really key important week here in terms of, do we continue higher here after this move here, or is this just the lower high here that then causes us to roll over and trend lower? So time will tell, but utilizing these two levels will help tremendously. The first move, and boy, this one looks so good here. And it hasn't set up here yet, but man, this base right here on Teslas, we come up, and now we're just forming a really narrow base that if this thing breaks out, this can really get moving. And even the last pivot here isn't until like 440. So we're talking a 360 breakup into 440, an $80 move here on Tesla potentially. So what I am personally watching is any strength, ideally over like 360, watching this breakout potential here. It's essentially breaking, you could either call it a base, you got higher lows here, this flag trying to form this consolidation for this next leg of the trend. That is my main watch, and over 360, watching long, targeting potential up into 440 over the coming months. Once we do get this breakout move here, really like the higher low here, tried to push lower right here and ended up failing. I do think this one does have a lot of potential, and again, over 360, is going to be the main watch here on this one this week. And from the daily, no different than the weekly, a move up, followed by a really long period of consolidation. Now looking for this breakout of this base for then this next leg of the trend here. The next one is also one, but this one comes from the hourly chart. If you look at the hourly chart here on Meta, it's really just stuck in this range. But if we break out of this range and really over 755.50, the next level isn't until 770 and then 777.88. So come Monday, any strength over 755.47, looking long here. So we have one touch, we have two touches, third one reject, fourth one reject. If this continues to build this higher low here, I think it's just going to break and get this trending move all the way up into 770. So keep a close eye here on this one this week, as this does have a lot of potential. And let's go back here into the daily. The daily isn't like, oh my goodness, this looks great. But if we just failed this move lower for then the daily bar like this, this looks like a textbook long setup here. And then the last one that we've been mentioning for a while via Instagram and within our group chat is going to be this, basically this higher low base on Apple. We put in 3 basically inside bars of consolidation. We get this weekly breakout bar, and now we're looking for this continuation up into this prior 250 pivot here. So With that being said, from this direction, if we can get over 241.16, looking long up into this 250.77 area above. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what you are watching, and as always, I hope you guys crush it this week. Thank you.